I'd like to call to order the August 6th, 2026 called meeting. Item 1. Item 2, electronic participation. With none necessary. And item 3, roll call. Ms. Austin?
Here.
Mr. Schuman? Here. Courtney? Here. Robbie Wilson is here. Ms. Lowe?
Yeah.
And Mr. Murray, and Ms. Justice is not going to be with us. And before I begin, I just want to say something. I'd like to take a moment and recognize the passing of Jerry Reyes. She served this town a long time, a lot of roles as docent, and recently she started helping me in the office. And I pretty much instantly fell in love with her. She came in there and she looked at me and she goes, "You know, you seem a little stressed, a little hurried." I said, "Do you think?" "I'm going to help you." And she did. She really threw herself into it. And, you know, somebody like her in a little town like this, she really loved this place. Got a moment's silence for her. And with that, I really appreciate what you did, Jerry. I know we all will.
Jerry and I were friends for years. She was in elementary school. Her sister and I were in middle school. We grew up together. And I found Jerry again after I moved here. So it's really,
I'm so sorry.
It's really hard.
Do it well.
really hard. Her husband did give me, I asked because Jerry wanted nothing. She's been cremated. Her family's going to be together on Saturday, but she really wanted nothing. But I loved her with everything. And so I asked Chella if we could do a little celebration of life for her. So we're going to do that. The town is going to be involved as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do it at the museum because that was her place.
Yeah. Lovely idea. Thank you.
So we're going to get that.
Good. Yeah, good for you. Sorry, I'm different. Let us know anything we can do to help.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. How I'm going to get, how it's going to go. So
We can all contribute.
Figured out. I'll let you know. I'll reach out to you about it. Give it a little bit of time.
yeah, a couple weeks at least, you know, get them through this week, get them through the next week. That's when everybody will just fade away and they'll just be by themselves. So that's when they're going to need us next. So.
All right. Along with that, let's next item 5, review and adoption of the agenda.
I'm going to say the pleasure, but
I'm sorry. I put that in the packet. I skipped this.
we got
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, now with the adoption of the agenda.
Motion to the agenda is presented.
Second?
Second.
All for?
Aye.
All opposed?
I'm sorry, who's second? Thank you.
All right. Next item, item 6 is public comment 1. Don't believe we have anybody signed up. Yours, if you'd like it.
Well, I can't speak up really, so. I can hear you.
We'll just sit down and say.
I'm not trying to press you to talk. Do you want to talk? The floor is yours.
Well, there was something I wanted to say about the pool.
Okay.
It's actually, you need to tell the company that they did a much better job this year. Cleaning it and all.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me before. I did pass that on to the pool company.
Okay.
Let them know that we are seeing a huge difference in the pools as far as the cleanliness and the bathrooms and everything. And we really appreciate the job they're doing.
And I talked to a deputy. I don't know, I can't even remember where he was. And I went up to him and I said, "Is there anything you can do to bring us more attention to our 4-way stop? Because people are coming down Main Street and they're not even stopping. They're just turning."
Yeah.
I yelled at somebody. I was coming out of Marshall's and I said, "There's a stop down there." And he said, Cause I said, somebody had mentioned you can get a flashing
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
around
get
the
that done.
shop. Whether or not he'll follow up on
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if they will or not, I'm trying.
So I will tell you that I had the VDOT engineer here the other day. I mentioned it to him, and I will tell you that VDOT's not interested. They said there's no accidents there, so they can't justify their side. So
Flashing light
a
around
big
the
stop
sign?
sign, and yeah, he did seem very good.
All right.
That's
So
why
I did try, but yeah.
So if
I can
somebody
go further than
somebody
that.
gets hit there, then they maybe pay attention.
No, couldn't take a whole lot of hits.
Unfortunately, that's kind of the answer I got.
Yeah.
Well, I bet the person that gets hit won't do it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for your time.
All right.
Thanks, Christie.
All right, item 7, town administrator recruitment. Rivers.
Evening, folks. Thank you for your input at our last meeting. And for those that filled out the survey, thank you. We appreciate that. So you have some draft job descriptions, HR job description, and draft job announcement. As we discussed last time, we have it as a full-time town administrator with a salary range between $75,000 and $104,000. And there was some question about what benefits the town provides its full-time employees. And I highlighted it because I wasn't sure I had it correct. And I wanted to follow up on that. And I have confirmed that you do currently offer your full-time employees for security retirement system, health insurance. Mr. Mayor, what percentage did you say that was? Wasn't full.
On the health insurance, Sheldon, I'm sorry, you told me.
Does the employee pay a percentage?
80.
The town pays 80,
And they pay
the town
20.
pays 20. It does include the vision and the dental in the current plan. Okay. So that information is correct.
I hear you. I just think that's just, you just don't see it vision and dental.
You don't see.
In the
it.
private sector, I have to say
In the
that.
private sector, you don't see vision, you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the private sector is much different though than the government
Well, but
sector.
you're running
That's what-
500 people. That's the whole. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
the other.
So here's the short answer. I spent a lot of time this week pulling the information on our benefits package. We offer a very good package, especially for the size of this town. As a town, we use this, I guess it's a local choice with that. It's like a government buying group.
It's the state of Virginia that
Yeah.
does your health plan that localities can buy into.
So that we have, as a town of our size, we have a choice of one plan. So we are offering the good plan. And I will tell you, if we can't exclude this new position from that plan, we have to change the entire town.
So,
And I don't-
so it's so limited or restricted, whatever the correct word, that we can't even offer a new hire a stipend and let them choose their own plan. They have to participate in the state health plan.
They do not have to participate. They choose not to.
Right.
But if you offer it to other employees, you need to offer it to the
You got
full-time
off the other
employees.
side.
And I feel like, personally, an employee may be able to go, and I can certainly speak for our current employees, they're very talented, they can go somewhere else and get making more money.
I agree.
And to make sure they're
But
healthy.
there's proven entities and employees that deserve the best we can give them, I think.
Right.
So, I'm just saying. So, and it's just for the employees, not family coverage or anything towards that.
It's offered, but the family is not paid for by the town.
Right. That's usually how it is. That's how it was when I was in Colonial Williamsburg.
Having benefit, government benefits.
Well, it used to be that government benefits were much better than private sector.
Yeah.
But private sector pay was much better than government pay. Private sector, government benefits, particularly retirement, is no longer as good as it used to be.
Mr. Edwards has pointed that out to me quite a
It
bit.
has become more in line to some private sector.
Which a lot of don't do it at all.
No.
So there's been give and take. But it is ultimately your choice what benefits. You have to offer the retirement, because you are a member of ARS.
Right.
You can't stop doing that and
Right.
started. You have to offer well, you don't have to. There are ways to stop participating in the local choice. I would not advise doing that and not providing health insurance. They would look at past experience and past amounts the town has paid, and there would be some buyout that the town would have to pay back to the local choice to stop providing that. That was in the agreement when the town started it, however many years ago. All localities have to sign that.
Is it decent coverage? Sorry.
So I will tell you, when the town of West Point used to go out on the private market and buy its employee health insurance rather than the local choice, after the Affordable Care Act, the prices got to the point that it was a whole lot less expensive to be part of the local choice than it was to go through the broker we used to go through. Because at that particular time, things seem to change all the time in insurance. They were looking at age, zip code, and smoking status. And so for a 20-year-old employee, your insurance cost was a lot less than a 40, 50, 60-year-old. And it was an astronomical cost. And so the town of West Point went with the local choice back within a year of the Affordable Care Act being adopted. People would think that was. And it leveled out those costs. And the first couple of years, it was a lot cheaper. Of course, everything goes up.
If it's reasonable and you get a good person. Right.
I think we don't have if we're gonna go for a full-time employee, we have to advertise with health insurance.
Yeah.
And again, being a smaller entity, I think that part of the sales pitch is small, tight-knit town, really close-knit group of people that works together well with each other, and we will take care of you. There's ways to take care of them is health insurance.
And hopefully through this recruitment process, you're going to get a good person. But if you don't, you have remedies for that.
Yeah.
The person will be under contract, will work at your pleasure, and all it takes is a majority of you to vote to no longer have them. And you know.
Yeah, how does that work?
And you start all over.
Well, I tend to sort of think that we should not really advertise what we ought to have.
No, I think they need to know up front.
I don't
I think we should leave
see
our
how we
Not
not
a surprise.
see how we. If we don't want to do health insurance, I will tell you, I'm very binary on this
Yeah.
position. I'm very binary on this position. It's either we go part-time, we don't offer benefits, or we go full-time benefits. There's no, I don't see an in-between. I'm pretty open to compromise, but on this particular thing, even in the private sector, you don't hear very often not having an option to get benefits. If you're full-time, you're full as a full-time employee.
Not many authors like that. That's it.
Not small business, but we're not a small business.
Yes, we are.
We're
We're small.
we're a government entity.
We're a small
we
government.
Just as your government doesn't
Yeah.
have.
Can I say something? By law, it's full-time. You must offer that person benefits. You cannot pick and choose who receives benefits unless,
Correct, you're speaking of the government.
that's across the board. Anywhere that I've ever worked, if you're full-time and they have the benefit package, like I'll use the bank, for example.
If they have.
You can
If they
offer.
have it, you have to offer it to everybody.
Correct, that's what I'm saying.
I had wrestled with this thing, and if you look back at our track record over the last few years, we've had people that were part-time. It hasn't done well. Do I think the town needs full-time? I don't know, but part-time is not one. To get the right person full-time, it works. Puts in 4 weeks, maybe more than 4 weeks, and knows how to get government grants and do things that we may be ahead of the game. We won't know that until we hire somebody. You won't know it until they've been here about 6 months. It's my experience behind it. Unless you know somebody that you know has a good track record, are not in that position to go hire somebody else who we know. So I guess we will have to advertise this thing as full-time. It's part-time, it's not.
Are you speaking of the last one?
I'm speaking of the last one.
There's two.
The last two.
But the full-time's gonna include zoning.
But Gardner's
That's the way they.
Yeah.
That's the way they do it. We, it was full-time salary, but we did
Yeah.
not pay any benefits.
No, not to either of them
Wasn't-
because they were
wasn't
retired.
really-
Well, I mean, typically, if you don't have to take the benefits, but you take it out as part of you take the additional money that we would pay to that as part of their salary.
I don't think it's any problem if you want to run the town to get a part-time administrator. I don't think it's any problem if you want to run the town, get a part-time administrator. But if you want to grow the town, you need a full-time administrator. You need somebody who runs it and somebody who'll make it grow. And if you just go with somebody a part-time person, you can get what we had before. He ran the town. I'm not so sure he did all that bad a job. I mean, I think he did fine, but he wasn't gonna make the town grow. He wasn't looking beyond just the basic stuff of running the town. And we need energy,
Yes, we do.
I agree. No doubt about it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure when you say grow the town,
What do I mean?
it's,
Okay. Well, we'd like for the marina to be more than what it is. We'd like for the old tobacco warehouse to be more than what it is. We'd like to be able to offer higher salaries to people that are working and benefits. I mean, I can't imagine offering a full-time job and not offering benefits. In other words, if we're gonna do it full-time,
you gotta go all in. You go all in, that person's got to perform and got to be accountable if he doesn't.
and in growing the town, I'm also talking about the things that we have, the pipes underneath the ground. We need long-term, you're looking at the things that we have, not necessarily creating more things, but looking at the things that we have are positive and have been working for generations and generations. I mean, Middlesex Water Authority just came into being, 10, 15 years ago. We've had water since 1920s. Down Urbanna, public water, And so we need to continue to grow and to maintain those things. And sewer did a lot to help us grow too.
Well, and I agree. My background, my term of work, more sales, or revenue services that you fulfill. Unfortunately, the town is what it is. And I'm gonna throw this out real quick. I won't say any more about it. But the town's gonna grow. We will have to annex. That's the only way the town.
Well, we picked up 22 acres, didn't we? 22?
No,
Picked up.
I'm talking.
That was phenomenal.
And I'm gonna say, all this back over here needs to be the town. If the town's gonna grow, you gotta have more sales.
You're talking about a different kind of growth.
Well, no, it's the same growth because it's income. It's more income to the business, to the town.
Yeah.
And I know that's gonna be a hard sell, but I don't see the way around. And I'm sorry, I've gotten off the track. And so let's drop that and move back.
Well, I'll say the thing is the kind of projects you're talking about. We've got a water system because this town is really facing. We have a facility issue that bridge, these pipes. We are just simply hitting the end of the road for this stuff. It's all mostly put in the fifties and sixties. Yeah, the infrastructure, you know, those are big projects. You know, you talk about physically growing the town boundaries. That is a very legally tricky thing. I'm not sure that it's possible, but the point being is, I feel like having sat in the seat now for 3 months, and granted, I'm a little slow, I'm still new, but I'm picking it up quick, and now I got good help. You know, I spend a good half of the week dealing with just day-to-day administrative stuff, and I don't see how you try to do any of the larger move town forward items, whatever those may be, by being a part-time person, because you simply just don't have the time to deal with signing bills, dealing with parking issues, you know.
If you get the right person to work, work,
It's innovative and.
then it will be worth it.
I don't think it's any problem getting somebody from town, but I think
But
y'all,
they're gonna
have to be special,
be special, and they're gonna have to work.
have to work,
Got to work.
and that's gonna take full-time person.
And working is just not walking in the office and sitting there.
It's minimum education experience.
Are you done? Oh, no, you're good.
I'm done.
Number 2, John, 3 to 5 years of progressively responsible experience, local government, blah, blah. What about a brand new graduate from, one of the schools, VCU, if he doesn't really have the experience, but it might be somebody that's just incredible and innovative and would love the idea of living here? Are they gonna look at that and say, well, I'm gonna apply for
I'm not
that?
even gonna apply, because that's what I've said
Yeah.
all along
Yeah.
about a
If
new.
they are truly a go-getter, they're gonna come try to prove to you that they're the right person.
Yeah.
I personally.
But as a general rule, it's probably gonna take somebody with 3 to 5 years experience to have the knowledge you want, but there's always an exception. There's somebody out there always, and that's where this last one always comes in. Equivalent education, training, and experience, just something sets them apart from other people.
No, I think beggars can't be too choosy. Exactly.
Do we think a master's is
mandatory
mandatory too?
No.
We're not required.
No,
We
you
have a
You can't
bachelor's
do
degree.
somebody with
and
a
master's is preferred.
master's degree.
I would leave it out. I would leave that out altogether. Master's degree. I prefer,
And you're
I
right.
don't think it is.
Women are not getting degrees.
I think a master's degree requires a whole lot better
The
pay.
marina.
That's a lot of education to go through for $104,000 max.
Because Urbanna, with every creek, Urbanna would be nothing. If it was 15 miles up the road in the middle of the woods, it wouldn't be here. It'd be gone.
We're taking any reference to master's degree out.
Yes, well, they're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the math.
It says minimum education, so minimum bachelor.
I mean, you can just, it is preferred. You can drop the word,
Yeah, but you don't-
want to drop the highly?
I would just
No,
drop
I would
it all
just take it out
together.
because you're not gonna, somebody's went through a lot of education to get a master's degree, and I wouldn't work for $104,000 for a master's degree
I worked for
education.
26
I
months.
work with a lot of people.
Well, that's you, but I wouldn't.
But I didn't,
People who get master's degrees, I have not been impressed at all. I'd rather have.
That's my fault.
Experience and a master's degree any day.
Amen.
Master's degree is nothing but a piece of paper that says you passed the course.
Took them a lot of money and a lot of time to get there.
I don't
That's what it took them to get there.
No, I'm
Doesn't mean they
saying,
know
you're
about
not listening to what I'm saying. I said, a master's degree requires a lot of schooling and a lot of money.
it. It does.
For $104,000, you can't ask somebody to come work.
No,
For
I don't-
that little bit
I
of
don't
money,
think-
is what
I
I'm
don't think
saying.
we need a master's.
Neither do I.
All right, let's
We're all in agreement, yeah.
Yeah.
just take it out. Are we holding it against them if they show up with one?
No.
All right, there we go.
No.
We reject them.
I don't think $104,000.
No, it's not.
I'll say that, but
No, it's
I think
not.
it's a lot of money for the town.
I do too.
whether you got a master's degree or not. Or you got no degree.
Your current town administrator has an associate's degree.
Yeah, right.
It looks fine.
Price is right.
Should we put the price in there? Should
We're gonna
put-
let you continue prices away.
No, we're not.
Should we put the $104,000?
It's in there, it's on the very first. the very beginning of the
minimum starting
Alana,
75 commensurate with.
it's already on here, on the very first page.
That's what I'm saying. Should we take it out?
No,
No,
I mean, just
No.
104.
no.
I think 104 is a lot.
Well, we had the salary study from on the last meeting, so that was
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a
in the
problem.
range.
No.
I will tell you that in my state job, they gave me a range, and I had to fight for every penny. Still didn't top it out. So, just because it's on there doesn't mean that's what we're gonna start at the gate with.
Yeah. But still, it's a figure in your mind.
That's what they can work up to. But, you know, you gotta work up to it.
Okay.
You gotta prove yourself. To get
Do
up.
the three, yeah.
So that's what the range is for. All right,
All right, so we will take the masters out.
yeah.
That means we're gonna be tracking towards the newer end of the market. That has opened that up. You're gonna open it up to younger people, I would say, right? You don't have to have that extra 2 years of school.
Well, maybe that's what we need.
I mean, you can have a
Yeah, I'm
You're in the
not,
first round.
I'm not saying that as a criticism.
you can have a 30-year-old person with a master's degree. That doesn't.
Well, I'm looking at what we have now. See, what you thought.
Sorry.
Yes. Absolutely.
Kind of worried, but we'll be all right.
Angels for coming.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I just got out.
Okay, so this is what I have a problem with, and it probably is gonna go back to, Robbie knows I had a problem with, I think everybody knows I did, this,
Where are you? What page?
I'm not on a page, because it's not in here,
Oh,
but we're gonna have to do something about this work from home thing. If you work here, you need to be here Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30, that's what our hours are.
on site, like.
If you fall and break your
That
leg,
is your contract.
I'm just saying, if you fall and break your leg and you can't come in, we got you. You can work from home. But you're not just gonna work from home because you decide today I'm working from home and call in that morning.
That's not what happened. Not
So,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
I'm, no work from home
I agree 100%.
and no walking dogs on Wednesday.
Remember, we say, they will see.
You know, truth is truth, and I'm
I
sorry.
understand.
Well, no, I'm not sorry.
But-
So,
I will tell you that I find, and I'm a different generation, I guess, I find working from home huge benefit. A lot of times that allows you to get a lot more done. If you're not traveling, depends on where they live, you know. I also know that this role requires that you are in the office during business hours as much as humanly possible. Because just like today, citizens can't come by, they park, like, you know, this sort of thing. You know, run down the street and check on something. I mean, that requires that you be on site. So that way, this is not, definitely not as telecommuting friendly a job as
no.
I did when I was working on computers, and I could do that around the world. Right. But, so, I would say keep a little bit of an open mind from work from home, but I think we need to set the expectation that in-person, in-office hours are expected.
And most administrators expect to be in office. They do generally expect flexibility because it's depending. They may be night meetings, whether it's going to town council meetings or going to meet with citizens groups or something, and they may come in later the next day.
And that's
I
not
don't
an
have a
issue.
problem.
That's no problem.
So there needs to be some flexibility,
Absolutely.
but
And there is.
But yeah, but
There-
we're not gonna advertise.
to be effective, you need to be where your employees are, and you need to be where your citizens are, right?
You know, we're not that hard-nosed that if you have a service person coming you have to get your cable installed and somebody needs to be there. You can go be there for a few hours.
Sure.
If you're getting furniture delivered or refrigerator or what have you, ever's going
They're
on.
not unreasonable.
No.
They just have high expectations
Right.
of hard work.
Is there anything in here that's unusual? It's pretty basic. So if you take it to message, it's really,
Yep.
whatever else you want, I don't have a problem.
And if there are things that you really want to nail down in your contracts with the individual, that's where you look at.
Okay.
Yeah, right, when
Yeah.
they get you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
Yeah. And just everything in here is.
And I like the fact that we've had experts create,
Yeah.
And the right
I'm not
person,
call myself an expert.
I would think as
Well,
long as you've been doing this, you're
exactly.
not an expert.
And he has a master's degree.
the right person who's dedicated, wants to do the job, but if he can't finish up here, he'll take his laptop and go home and spend a few hours. And if he doesn't do that, he's not the right person.
Not necessarily.
This little leash right here, my former town council will tell you, it rang, I answered it.
Yeah.
If I didn't answer it, it's because I was busy doing something, and I called back. It didn't matter whether it was during the business day or 2 o'clock on a Sunday.
Right.
And there was something that needed to be
And
done.
that's the way it should be.
Most people that are gonna be interested in this job are gonna have that.
I'm gonna have that.
I hope so. That's what we need.
And that, where we're at right now, talking about the subject is much more in line with, I think, realistic expectations.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is when you come out and say you keep no working from home, that seems a little hard comes to me. That's
Well,
not really what you meant.
No, I'm working from home, yes. You're not gonna come in and,
Yeah,
or
you
call in and say,
can't
I'm just not coming in today. I'll just work from home.
Yeah.
You can call
I'm not logging my 3 days
Right.
this week at the
Right.
couch. Pool.
me. Yeah.
I
So,
mean, monitoring the pool is legit here.
yeah, yeah. But you know, if you kind
But
of,
if they're sick,
yeah.
and they wanna keep getting work done, they would rather they be working from home.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
If they say, I'm calling out sick today, I'm not.
I think what we're saying is we don't want somebody to take advantage of us.
Yeah.
And it's just not that kind of job.
No,
It's
it's not. We have to have somebody that's gonna be boots on the ground.
Plus, we have a council that has been very actively coming by the office. You all have done a really good job of coming by and checking on everything. If you need to be there, so that's true, you need to be there. You all come in, you expect updates.
Yeah, but there's more
And I hope
being on
that you all are
council.
going to evaluate this person's performance.
Right.
And if there are things like that they're doing that you don't like,
That's when you bring it up.
you bring it up, give them
Right.
the opportunity, because
Right.
they may think it's not a problem. You point it out, they're like, oh, I didn't realize that, let me fix it.
Well, you know, being on council, you know, we don't get paid. We know that going in. It's too late to complain once you've been voted on and you're doing the job. But also, it's more than just 2 meetings a month.
Absolutely.
You do more than go to 2 meetings. You go to the businesses, you meet the people, you go have lunch and see everybody, you know, all of our friends and family and neighbors.
Spray weeds on the court.
Yeah, they spray weeds, you know, put down brick. I mean, there's a lot of things other than just the meetings that, you know, people didn't in the past seem to understand, that it's more than that. So, and we all got to work together. We've all got to do this. You know, we got to be supportive of staff. We got to be supportive of the mayor and each other. So,
That's very well put.
I mean,
So are we good with the
Yes.
job description?
Yes.
yeah,
All right, we're striking them to the master's degree out.
yeah,
We're not turning people away from master's degrees,
no,
and we're moving to the next section.
They
Right.
have to
Yeah.
have one.
So let's talk about the process. Let's move to advertising. So you have an ad here. And,
Page 10, if you'll notice there are page numbers this week.
that's fine. Yeah.
and put a date in here of September 8th. That's the meeting that was, then I'll label by Monday of next week to get it advertised.
So I think you can
It may,
advertise
it may
tomorrow.
not happen quite that quickly. Because you gotta contact these companies, the websites, not the newspapers, wherever you decide to get it ahead. But you need to get it out there for about 30 days. So, probably September 8th is a good time frame that gets them back. Kind of organize them and be ready to start talking about the measurement. following town council meeting.
There's another master's degree part that needs to come out of that section too.
The Virginia Municipal League site, I highly recommend you advertise it there.
Absolutely.
People know to look there. We could put it on the Virginia Association of Counties site. That's another good one that people will look to. I think that'll cost you about $100 because I doubt the town is a member of the Virginia Association of Counties. Or BML, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're BML County, state, what is that one,
Sure.
they're having their big, conference in Nashville this year. But we're a part of a lot more than you would think we are.
And government jobs. Government jobs is, I really recommend you put it there.
Yeah.
I'll give you a really wider audience. That's probably gonna cost you about $200.
A week or for the whole week?
One time.
Yeah,
So run the
one.
Run the ad. And then it's a matter of, do you want to run it in a newspaper? The local paper, good place to run it. Whether you're going to get a wide audience there of people that are looking to be administrators, maybe not. What do you want to do?
I would say, let's not run it local right away. Let's put it that way.
I was thinking if we're gonna do it, yeah, Richmond.
Richmond Times,
Maybe,
Batch.
yeah.
That's going to cost you a little money.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
I don't see running in the Southside Sentinel or right behind the bucket. I don't think that's, but I may be wrong.
I can't go.
Huh?
I can't go.
I think local would be good. You never know where somebody might be
All right.
sitting on their porch.
In addition, I think for free, we're gonna run it on our website and we'll throw it on Facebook. And that's honestly where it seems like most things get placed on.
Yeah, I will share it on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
You can get it.
Yeah.
There. I'll do it for my company page on LinkedIn. Personally. That'll pick up some folks' pages. So that way.
Yeah.
How much money do we have as far as advertising, Michelle?
This is a surprise. We have, what, $6,000 or so in the overall advertising budget.
Mhm.
Well, we're not gonna use all that.
No.
So what were you telling me? If we got funds, but what are we talking about? Maybe $500?
I don't know what the Richmond Times is going to cost. That's going to be the most expensive. Everything else is going to be total less than 500.
Do you think we need to put in Richmond Times?
We can try it without it. I'll tell you the one ad I've had to run since I was here, I think it was like $225. It was not cheap.
How long?
That was for
But that's where the
that was one Sunday that I ran.
Where the schools are, that the Richmond Times Dispatch covers, you know, UVA, VCU, all that area up there. So that's why I said Richmond Times Dispatch.
Those folks are most likely to go to these other.
They're
They're going to be.
Yeah,
They're going to be looking at government jobs. They're going to
Okay.
be in those.
I will tell you, I'm sitting here surrounded by newspaper men, but you know, I
I came from a newspaper
we'll forget
family.
it
My
then.
parents
Yeah, we
ran a
can-
newspaper for a
Don't
long
do the
time,
Richmond Times.
try the electronic versions.
but it's changed.
I'm gonna say, my opinion, let's go with what you recommended and see how that works.
You can also like get it on Indeed. A lot of people go to Indeed. Are looking for a job.
I haven't had as much luck for government sector jobs on Indeed. In fact, we've got a lot of folks that have done that over time that thought they were applying for
Yeah, job and it wasn't.
other different jobs. For example, at the Planning District Commission, we were looking for an executive director there and ran it on Indeed. And a lot of medical professionals applied. It wasn't anything related. It's just something about the algorithm. Indeed.
Weird.
They could perhaps run a hospital, but Planning District Commission was a different thing.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of email through, VCU? Or something that can be posted at the VCU Business School?
I'm not aware of it. There may be.
I think these people know where to look for a job.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna look for government jobs, you're gonna look on the sites.
Yeah, I think what you said to us is
Most local governments in Virginia are going to use those two sites. and their website.
Okay.
And we'll start there, see where we get.
Okay, you said Virginia Association
You got a
of
man doing it
Counties.
for free, it takes a little longer to get somebody.
John, you said Virginia Association of Counties.
I took a second. Hey, look, he's training me up quick. Good.
You may decide you want to quit flying.
No,
I doubt that.
worked awfully hard for that job.
All right, so the next part of the process, we don't need necessarily set the height. How do you want the, once we put it out there, in 30 days, hopefully you're gonna get a stack of applications. How do you all want to process? Do you want a subgroup to go through and organize them and rank them maybe, and then the full council talk about it, set up interviews? Do you want to do it as a full council? How do you all want to do it?
I will counsel.
You don't want somebody else just to weed them out?
No,
Okay.
we can push each other along, weeding them out.
Well, I wouldn't suggest and you could have a group to weed them out. I wouldn't suggest you weed anything out.
Right.
I think every application ought to come to the council.
Well, I do.
What I was suggesting was perhaps review them and rank them and say,
Right.
we think these seem to be your most qualified candidates. And so as you're going through and reviewing them, you can focus your time on what appears to be the most qualified. You'll get every one. You may say, John, I don't know why you made him down here number 10. I think he's number 1. And we'll pull him back up to the top. But
I think because what everything we've been through, we need to see all of them.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, I will tell you that I had no intention of committee in this process. I think that we all need to be involved. And I was thinking that John and I are coming into my name because it is right now.
Right.
We'll rank them, but just like I do there, you come in the office, you're welcome to see all of them. Now, as far as I'll hold off on the interview process.
We need to be careful about widely distributing the applications.
Absolutely.
So we need to, every discussion, every interview, everything related to that, you need to do that in closed session.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we just need to think about how we distribute the information ahead of time. What we've kept done at the town of West Point. Town of West Point's not like that, everything, it's what I know as an example, so I will give you that. A lot of times we would distribute a packet to council, but we would take that packet.
Right. Yeah.
Get it back.
That's what
and
we did.
say, okay, we've narrowed it down to 4. Give us the other 8 back. We will follow it accordingly, and we'll destroy the other documents. Just to maintain that combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, John, I know this might be a silly question, or comment, but is there anything there that says small charming town on the water, an hour from Richmond? I mean, so somebody's looking at it wherever they are, they'll say, well, that's, it's in here. It's in there. It's in there.
Yeah.
Really got this laws of mayor part, but
Yeah. And I'm open to changes on that.
I think it's great that you put there. The other place, John, is National League of Cities.
Okay.
We're members of that as well.
Page 10.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Didn't I see that?
One of the issues we've had is transparency.
Yep.
In the past, we have done hires to personnel committee,
No personnel.
and that, I'm not saying it had worked, it did work from time to time, but it did create some problems. I mean, I don't see what I agree with you, we'll do this full
Yeah,
council.
this is the personnel committee.
I have no issues
There
with that.
is no other,
I think that's the way to do it. Now, just understand that you will be given the opportunity to participate, and a lot of us are working, so, make sure you're included. It's gonna take some of your time, whether it's done by Zoom or in person. If you all wanna participate, you gotta be there, be available.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes in question too, how do we wanna conduct the interviews?
You may,
Have
I would think, if you've got somebody that's applying from Illinois, might offer them the Zoom.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. But at some point, if you think they're the finalists, you need to make a priority.
so we put them in a room.
Agree with that.
So I think you should be flexible a little bit in the format, depending on where folks are, if they're close by. And to me, in person is always better.
Yeah,
They can read you, you can read them better.
yeah, it's hard to text to
But-
read somebody.
But
on
if you've
Zoom.
got somebody that in Illinois or somewhere that's interested in coming, unless you're willing to offer to cover their travel expenses, asking them to come a couple of times is probably the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agree.
Yeah.
Sure.
Good. All right.
I say we go, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Edwards?
If we get there,
Well, this is us throwing the net in, right?
Yep.
See what we pull up.
Absolutely.
See what kind of little fishies we get.
well, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so much.
And thank you for all the
Good
work,
luck.
John. It looks really nice. We appreciate it very much. Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said you.
All right.
I'm a we. So,
Make it sound good, John.
I'll do my best.
Make it not sound crazy.
Yeah. Well, except you still got some work to do with the mayor.
I'm trying every day.
I know it's hard
Good
work
luck.
for you.
Okay.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
No, wait a second. No, you're jumping. I'm saying skipping items. All right. Agenda item 8, public comment 2. Hands of the did you want to speak?
I already said, what, yeah.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right. We just keep singling you out because you're our only choice.
Well, I have a question. I thought this meeting was just to address this.
It was.
It is. I'm just
Do we have to go
recommending.
through all the rest of this?
No,
rigmarole?
we're gonna counsel and then.
It is all of it.
Yeah, we're about done.
But then we got another one next Thursday.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks after.
A real
that.
one next Thursday.
Yeah, this was done, this whole packet.
Yeah,
was
we
nice
just
and
got-
done.
We got through it because then the reason is to try to get that we needed to get approval to get the
Get this
advertisement.
thing out. I
Mhm.
understand.
That's all.
But I don't understand why we're doing all this other stuff.
We'll make it quick.
Okay.
All right. Agenda item 9, council announcements and requests. Dawson?
Second Saturday, is Saturday. We have a new food truck coming, Soul Food. It's Benny Bagby and I think it's his wife, they're coming. We'll, of course, have Dragon Run dogs. And Benny and the Black Hat, or
Bobby Black.
Bobby Black Hat is gonna be the band, thank you.
I
And,
think they're pretty well known.
yeah,
Oh, they are.
and they better be here. Uh-oh. And,
They've been here for that long.
also, we will be selling beer. You can still bring your cooler if you'd like, just no glass bottles. And, 4 to 8.
Hey, jolly good.
All right, Mr. Tuna.
Well, I didn't make it Founder's Day this year, but I'd like to thank the Friends of Urbanna for putting it on. I did hear that we had a complaint from Martha Washington in regards to our mayor.
She's tough.
Yeah.
Tough cookie.
That's my girl.
I wrote a letter to George, and I think we're okay.
Yeah, that was an actor.
That was Catherine.
They set me up. It was in the script. It mentioned her name, her age, and the fact that she had a smallpox vaccine recently, and she immediately started in on me about, can't believe you would tell my age in public. My medical history. Yeah, but it was part of the script. It was a setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you didn't know that,
I
did you?
didn't know that. I think I did all right holding my own.
I don't know what the draw is on Founder's Day as far as people go, but I think it's an important part of it.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
and I appreciate the work that everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
I have nothing to say. I've said it
Oh,
all.
gosh. Let's put that on the calendar. Alana had nothing to say
That's a
on,
good idea.
on
I would
August
have remembered this too.
8/6/2026. Alana had nothing to say. Damn. Oh,
Yeah, tickle.
Hey, I'll try.
you have something?
I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are we all going?
I don't have anything right now. I'll have a hopefully pretty extensive update for you all Hello?
So who wants to do the,
Good.
Well, I do.
the gate for second Saturday, checking IDs and giving out bands?
I gotta work. You know, I gotta work every time there's second Saturdays, I get scheduled. I got.
Give the governor a call, and see if I can get that taken care of.
I thought the one I was 1.7 weeks, was bad.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
Well,
That was good.
Did you hear it?
I was fine,
Yeah.
got pastries and all the
And
things.
the T-shirt,
Told all of you to come, and you just,
nobody came.
Sure, I did mention that turned out okay, I think.
good.
Yeah,
And don't you, Rob?
yeah, I've been brave enough to watch myself on video.
Well, I haven't done
Yeah.
anything like that either.
So it's on there, it's on the Facebook page of theirs if you want to see it.
yeah, no, I'm not interested.
But I think it was neat that they came.
It
And,
was.
You know, it brings attention to our community.
Absolutely.
And,
And they interviewed AB as well. He talked to them.
did
so-
somebody every half an hour, didn't they?
Yeah, I did.
All day
I
long.
know,
Oh, they did
brought
it.
trivia and all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
And along those lines, I'm glad you brought that up, Doctor, I'd like to thank Mr. Hall, Harvey Hall, and Dr. Busto for helping coordinate, set that up.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Helped me
they
out
did a
quite a
great
bit,
job.
getting all the speakers lined up, getting to the businesses.
Right.
And Maribel, who went out, marked the parking spot, ready straight on that.
You know, these are small things, but they bring attention to our community. They're important.
They're very important.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, and
It was.
People were happy to be there, and all the things.
I was there at 6:30.
Well,
And Robbie was
me,
already-
I was there at 8.
Robbie was already there.
Yeah, Robbie had to be there at 6 for this interview.
And it was 6:30, I went by,
Oh.
I meant to make sure they had power.
Oh, yeah, that's right, he fixed the power, so AB let them hook up at Lansdowne, so.
And I think our librarian had the first,
She did.
and she did a great job.
Good.
I do have one more thing, I'd like to thank Maribel for filling in tonight. She
Yes,
stepped up
it's
to-
nice to have you here.
To run the camera.
Thank you, Maribel.
Well, with that, it's your favorite part. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Somebody's gonna be getting a bottle of water.